Hotep Sinuhena Senut Iti Ren I Shakandugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is Coptic Man Admits There Were Black Ancient Egyptians. Let me check the sound quality before we get to the bottom of this. Sounds good on my end. I saw a post from a honeybee dude who was called a pedophile by Filthy Frankie live on air, and he's still butt kissing him, still tagging him. I mean, what a clown! What a clown you are! You keep on tagging the dude who called you a pedophile live on air, being on his side, and you said that he won. When he called you a pedophile, did he win? Idiot. But anyway, now the person that will play is a Coptic Egyptian from Giza. So I'm going to put in his name and share his channel. Now, you know what? Actually, I'm just going to share the video. So let me just. Hopefully, it will not be too long. Let's see. Okay, it all fits. So here you have his name, Amadou Ateya, in parentheses, Amasis, I don't know why. The title of the video is Were Ancient Egyptians The title of the video is Were Ancient Egyptian Black or White? Were modern Egyptian, hold on. The title of the video is Were Ancient Egyptian Black or White? Were Modern Egyptian Where Modern Egyptian Come From? That's part two. You have the link in the chat. So we're gonna get through it straight away. You can start at minute 254. That's enough.
Okay, I want to make it also clear that in this video, I want to go to show you the truth. Okay, I'm not hiding anything. And in this video, I'm not saying that the ancient Egyptian were white, okay, or they were black. Uh, I can't deny, and nobody can deny the existence of the black or even the sub-Saharan race.
So you've seen my thumbnail where it says bravo. I must say congratulations. I don't agree with these main claims. And he will probably know, oh, you know what? I forgot to tag him. Just so that he knows. That's it. I tagged him. Okay, so I'm gonna go back a few seconds.
I can't deny, and nobody can deny the.
He said he can't deny, and nobody can deny what?
Existence of the black or even the sub-Saharan race.
Of the black, even the sub-Saharan race.
In the ancient Egypt.
Okay. In ancient Egypt, for the record. There is some progress.
Okay, and they were one of the component who built and who made the ancient Egyptian people. Here we can see, obviously, that they are not white. They look more like people from Ethiopia, from Eritrea, from Sudan, you know, from also from Nubia. Here also we can see that they are not white. Okay, they are not white.
Now what's interesting is that he says they are not white, but he doesn't specify what their skin color is, you know. But there's still some progress. I'm saying Amadou Ateya, Amasi, bravo. Congratulations. Gotta wait. There's an ad. Danny Williams is in the place to be. How you doing?
You can see that they are it. Here too we can see that they are not white. Okay, they are darker than the people that we have seen before. Look here, the difference between this color and this color, and especially that color over there.
What's interesting is that the person at the top left He did not specify the color. If Ibet is in the place to be, he'll tap to you.
We can see that the ancient Egyptian, they weren't all of them white, of course. So I can't deny, and nobody can deny the.
If Bennett wrote that he sees many Negroid types in the image. There's some progress, you know. There's some progress. He said he can't deny, and nobody else can deny
existence of other race or black people in the ancient Egypt. Okay.
And you notice he's not talking about the 25th dynasty because many of those people who like to use the word Afrocentrists, right, who apparently use it as a racist term, because I have shared this link here of the NASA scientist, Dr. Thomas G. Brophy, PhD in physics, who said that the ancient Egyptians were black Africans, right? He said the ancient Egyptians were black. All those people who use the term Afrocentric, right, as a negative, why don't they call him an Afrocentrist? You know what I'm saying? But what they like to say, which is cliche, is, well, there were some black people in ancient Egypt. There were some black ancient Egyptians, quote unquote, but they like just to talk about. Most of the time, they don't really say they were black ancient Egyptians. They will say they were Sudanese. So they talk about the 25th dynasty, Tahaka and his family. You see, but what he showed that was not from the 25th dynasty, and what I will show is not from the 25th dynasty.
The existence of other race or black, so I can't deny, and nobody can deny the existence of other race or black people in the ancient Egypt. Okay, nobody can do it. You can see also the king, the founder of the Middle Kingdom. You can see, of course, his features. It's clear. As you can see the nose. No, you can see everything. You know, it's like the feature is really clear, and nobody can deny the existence.
The skin color here, a lot of people have explanations. But you notice he talked about the features here. There's many times when we see the features, but some people will say the phenotype, right? But it's okay.
Of black Egyptian or the sub-Saharan people. This also from the Old Kingdom. This the King Khufu, the founder of the Great Pyramid in Giza, my city, Giza. You can see.
You heard he said his city, Giza. Bennett knows a little bit of French, noir. For masculine, it's without an E. With the E at the end, is for feminine.
It's obvious. The eyes, the nose. You can see that he is not white. You know the features.
You know this? So when he says the features, you know, that's what some people will call the phenotype, right?
Already clear. You can see here that the difference, you know, it's clear, you know. Nobody can deny the sun, as we say in Egypt. So as you can see, you can't say that the ancient Egyptian, they were black or they were white, okay? Because ancient Egyptian, it's obvious that they were mixed, okay, between black and white. The ancient.
So you see, his position is that the ancient Egyptians were mixed. That's his stance, right?
Egyptian who made the civilization of ancient Egypt, okay? You can't say that they start black and later they have mixed with white, because this here from the Old kingdom, and this from the new kingdom. Okay, so
That's where he shoots himself in the foot. He said, you cannot say that they were black, and then we're going to hear it again.
say that they of ancient Egypt. Okay, you can't say that they start black and later they have mixed with white, because
You see, you cannot say that they started black and later they mix with white. But here he is showing this statue here, and I will give you the link so you can find out what statue it is, right? How can they look like this in the old kingdom and then mix with black people and then look like all those quote unquote negroid that we have seen? It just doesn't make sense at all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm just saying he shot himself in the foot. But let's continue.
this here from the old kingdom and this from the new kingdom. Okay, so here she is the oldest than here. Okay, I hope that you understand what I'm talking about. So guys, at the end of the video, we could see that the ancient Egyptian, they were mixed between black and white.
So there it is. So you've heard the stance, okay? Marcus is in a place to be. VB wrote, yeah, that was to get him to admit, LOL. Now, for the record, I've shared a link to the video. So if you go to his channel, you can see that he is Coptic. He actually speaks Coptic. And listen to the greeting that he will say. Did I read? I don't even think I read the fair use disclaimer. I put it up, but just in case. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Okay? Marcus, would these people be lying? So, but no, this guy, Amadou Ateya, I say bravo, bravo, congratulations. That's what I'm saying to him. Because earlier, I don't know if you were there, he said he can't deny, nobody can deny, right, that there were black people in ancient Egypt. So his stance is that they were mixed. Okay, well, I don't agree with that, but I must say bravo. Compared to the usual narrative of those who like to not only disagree, but even disrespect with those who argue that the ancient Egyptians were black based on what? On the artifacts. I think he did well. I mean, I think he did better than most, So I'm telling him bravo. I'm telling him peace. I'm telling him, what is he going to say when he's going to greet? He studied with Hotep. He speaks in Coptic. And it's translated in Arabic and in English. And of course, the translation for Hotep is peace. All right. Now, he actually has a very nice message towards Africans. There it is. You see this?
Yo, what's up, guys? This is
a message from an Egyptian North African to the rest of Africans. Nice message.
Amadou Atiya. Yo, what's up, guys? This is Amadou Atiya. I'm Egyptian, and I want to deliver a message to all my brother and sister in Africa. First of all, guys, let me tell you something that we are all brothers, all Africans in the African continent. We are brother. It doesn't matter what your color is. Your color is blue, black, white, green, gray, any color. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to us. Shouldn't matter to us because we are all Africans and we are all brothers. Actually, we need the only thing that we need in the African continent that we need unity.
Okay, so the statue that he showed when he said that's the old kingdom, you have this link right there. Now, this is the American Research Center in Egypt. This is the statue of Nofret. And really, the artifact shows two people, Rahotep and Nofret, and you have them here. Oh, I thought the artifact was together, actually, but it's actually separated. But here, and it's interesting because he's focusing on the color of the statue of the female, right? But look at the guy next to her. Look at his skin tone. Should we rely on one statue of a woman? And we know that many times the women were portrayed lighter skinned, right? I don't think we should rely on one statue, right? But, oh, another thing. I told you about the Theban mapping project. You see, is it sharing? Oh, he's sorry, I didn't know it was small. So, okay, the statues of Rahotep and Nofret, okay? And here you can see, so Rahotep on the left, Nofret or Neferet on the right. You see that? The Theban mapping project. I told you about this, right? And I showed you the two PhDs who are in charge of it, right? The Theban mapping project is a project of the American Research Center. The Theban mapping project is a project of the American Research Center in Egypt, all right? And for those who don't know the Theban mapping project, you have the link there. T. Bennett wrote that. The guy we heard is a smart dude. So there's Manu Pim, who's of the opinion that the statue of Rahotep and Nofret are forgery. I've shared the link in the chat. So here, he actually has been working on a book, but called Modern Fraud, but the book is not available for purchase yet, not to my knowledge, you know. So you do have the email address and the phone number of Manu Pim. This page is from his website. Here it gives, some argument as to why he believes this is fake, but you also have this link right here where you have some arguments as to why he believes this is a fake statue or those two are fake. There it is. So feel free in your own time if you are interested. Okay. And here also, you have the link in the chat. All right. And that will lead you here. Okay. But that being said, the guy's name is Amadou Ateya. Maybe I should say Amasis. Oh, by the way, I tagged you. So if you happen to be around, then you are welcome. You have the link together on the panel. But I'm not dealing with only one statue. When I said that the ancient Egyptians were black, that's Amenhotep III, one of the most powerful. That's not even the link to get on the panel. That's the one. That's the link to get on the panel. One of the most powerful ruler. I have some depictions from 2000 BC. I may have, let me see, I think I may have 2200, which will be Old Kingdom. Because of course I did not show all the ones that I have. Let me just have a look. Quick look. Well, I have 2150 to 2050. Well, I have at least one from the Old Kingdom between 2400 to 2200 BC. Okay. But anyway, let's continue. We have those. There's a PhD in Egyptology who ran from the debate that he opened publicly, Tomb of Tutankhamun. If you don't mind, Amadou Ateya, Amasis, can you tell us how, in your opinion, according to you, they were non-black, they mixed with black people, and then they end up, I mean, can you just, in your opinion, just feel free. I don't even see the logic. I don't even see the logic. You have the museum numbers, and you even have the link at the bottom, but I can send them upon request. You may be busy now. I'll ask you on a very regular basis. My email address is in the description of this video. So if you wish to dialogue about this, you are welcome. You don't have to. It's not an obligation. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm not lying on you. I'm not calling you name. I'm not using any profanity. But this is a public discourse, a public dialogue. Neba Moon, his wife behind, his daughter underneath. Book of the Dead of Nachet. So you see, I'm not using one statue or one painting, but there's plenty. All through is consistent. It's consistent. Now, the features, right, where you said is clear, there's many statues from the Old Kingdom where it is clear. You see, so just using one statue of one woman, I think it's just not sufficient, for your claim, for your position. So far it seems that there's way more painting of black ancient Egyptians than non-black. Because the game that people are playing is talking about some red people. It's consistent. So once again, I must say bravo. Bravo to you. All right. That was my main thing. Somebody wants to holler, feel free. Otherwise, I can call it a day. I think I will go live at 4 p.m. EST, New York time. A different topic. I may change my mind. Who knows? There's so many times when I thought about going live, and ultimately I didn't. And I was thinking about doing this live stream that I'm doing now tomorrow, but I thought, you know what, hey, just in case, because sometimes I do change my mind and I end up not doing it. So it is done. It is out of the way. Any comments? Anybody? I guess it's good for us to talk about different topics because, as we have seen, the so-called conscious community, the Pan Africans, the so-called pro-black people, the a fair bit of Black Hebrew Israelites, and even some Kemetic people who are butt kissing, um, some weird individuals. They have no problem with rape, child molestation, and white supremacy. We've seen the Moors promoting white supremacy, So I guess it's good to have different topics because so many things get surpassed. If you've been able with good presentation, you're going hard for truth, Shaka. It is what it is. And I'm not the only one, but we're growing, we're dealing with scholarship. So once again, I have to remember the guy's name. Amadou Ateya Amasis, bravo. He said no, he can't deny, nobody can deny. You have the biased class on the ropes. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. I'm going to make my closing remarks. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I steadfast. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I to do any cheddar hotel. Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving middle nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, Before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more. I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neture classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge. No question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medjugorje class. Hotep.